Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's April 7th, 2020. And this is my daily phone/communication tip. And this week I am focusing on effective and efficient conference calls. With COVID-19 in our lives, pandemic, we are all spending more time on conference calls. And we would all appreciate if they were more effective and more efficient. So I'm going to share my screen with you and continue where I left off yesterday, talking about the role of the facilitator in creating a great, efficient, and effective conference call. So the facilitator wants to limit social interaction to the people that arrive early for the call. When conference calls start late, and then when they do get started, they involve a lot of social interaction, how was your day, all of that, it really discourages participants from arriving on time. And so the longer that goes on, the more likely more and more people will arrive 5 minutes, 10 minutes late, and because they have things to do. And so your conference call system starts to really come off the rails. So that's why the facilitator is so important. They can limit that social conversation to the beginning and then start exactly on time, regardless of who you're waiting for. Get started exactly on time. That's how people know they have to show up on time. You want to limit the length of the call. You want to look at the possibility of having more frequent, shorter calls than a long weekly call. This relates to attention spans, our ability to focus on a conference or a video call, plus all of our other responsibilities. So short, effective calls with a specific agenda that I spoke about yesterday are going to be more effective for you and your team or you and your clients than a 2-hour call. When we are on conference calls, whether they're teleconferences or videos, we have to understand that we're communicating differently and they're tiring. It is a tiring process of communicating. Maybe we'll get used to it and it won't be tiring, but I've been doing video teaching and conference calls for several years now, and they are tiring. So shorter calls, 4 days a week, 30-minute calls, they are much more effective than a 2-hour call once a week. And you want to end the call on time. This creates trust and inspires more participation in the calls because people know that this facilitator is definitely going to end on time. They can plan the rest of their day knowing that the facilitator is going to end on time. And you can add unfinished discussions or new businesses to the agenda for a future meeting, whether that's tomorrow or later in the week or next week. And as you move through this process, you'll get more experienced at how long a discussion is going to take. You may end up with agendas with only one item because you know the discussion is going to take the full 30 minutes. But that's a learning curve you're going to go through. So keep the meeting short, and when you have unfinished business or new business that comes up, put it on the agenda for a future call. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Stay well.